Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Sirianatarot. This is going to be a you versus them love reading for my dearest Aries. Aries, I'm going to read your energy on the right, your person's energy on the left, and then we're going to see what's happening between you right down the middle. At any point in time, feel free to swap the energies that I might be picking up on. And if these messages resonate with you, I am going to ask that you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you're after a private reading, I do have those links down below. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So we already have the Wheel of Fortune coming through. So some of my Aries, you're dealing with either a Sagittarius or someone with some strong fixed energy in your chart. Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, or Scorpio. All right, your energy, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. You may be feeling a little bit drained at this time, Aries. And what's going on between the two of you, we see the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So you might feel, you might be feeling like there's something like that this is a lot of work, or that something here needs to change. It could be something unhealthy, or you're starting to feel like there might be something unhealthy in this connection. And we see the Death card. Okay, so Scorpio energy. So I do think that you do have somebody here that maybe you've had an ending with, Aries. This person might be very well-to-do, or they have a lot to offer. But this death energy certainly could be that they do want to transform this connection. So let's dig into their energy a little bit more. The Wheel of Fortune energy tells me this is somebody who's either wealthy or they just have a lot to offer. This may be a destined partner, a destined soulmate. Okay, we see the Hierophant in reverse. Some of you, though, this person is a bit ungrounded, or they haven't been generous. Some of you, they haven't been generous with their time or their money or their resources. And some of you feel like you've been pulling their weight in that respect, Aries. I don't love that energy. And somebody being stingy with you in some regard, that's really kind of shitty, especially since it seems like they do have a lot to offer. Beware of that. I mean, each to their own, but it does feel like maybe you're feeling a little bit drained. I don't know if they owe you money, or you just starting to feel like, you're paying for everything, or you're the one that's putting in all the time and the effort, making dates, calling them, setting things up, which can sometimes make you feel like more like a parent than a partner. But with the Hierophant energy in reverse, I mean, this person might have a different culture, different background from you. But I am kind of reading here, though, that this person, you might be in separation from them right now, or they've recently gone through a separation, and that might be why they're acting this way. They're viewing you as the Six of Cups in reverse. So they know that you're angry, or you're upset, or you're not over something here that's happened in the past. They may know that you're disappointed with them. I can imagine, my Aries, you've let them know. But with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, like, you're feeling disheartened, you're feeling drained. Maybe you're feeling like you've lost your glow, because you're the one that feels like you're doing everything, is what I'm getting. The Fool card, Aries energy, but you are coming into alignment. Now, we do kind of see him moving on in a new direction and looking back. All right, so you are looking back, but some of my Aries, you're like, F this. I'm moving off into a new direction. I'm going to see what else is out there. You're viewing this person as the Five of Swords, so you're seeing them as detached. You might feel like there's just too much conflict here with them. So with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, some of you are starting to feel like this connection is it has been too much work. All right, we see the Ten of Cups. They're viewing the relationship as over or not in union. You do have love for this person, Aries, but I think a lot of you, you're starting to see it. You're seeing like, love isn't going to pay the bills, right? Like, or, love doesn't have to feel this way, where I feel drained, where I feel like I'm always in conflict. And with the Page of Pentacles, you're not communicating, you're not investing. You may be a little bit in your head about this, because I do think that you love this person, or you have very strong feelings for them, but you're also like, there's something unfair here, or there has been something unfair. So let's see what else we need to know about this person. All right, we see the Judge card. So this person may realize they do need to make it up to you. For some of you, they need to pay you back. Really big message there. They know that. This person is starting to put themselves in your shoes. I do like that. They're starting to put themselves in your shoes. Maybe they were overly critical of you, or they're starting to see that you are drained from this situation because they weren't pulling their weight. But I do think that they're starting to put themselves in your shoes. They're honoring your feelings. This is somebody who's not spilling your secrets despite whatever's going on. So if you did trust this person with some secrets or some personal things, I do feel like you can trust them. And we see Fool energy. They could also be an Aries, but this person fearlessly revealing emotion, helping people laugh at absurdity and hypocrisy. So that could be their personality. Maybe they're thinking about fearlessly revealing some of their emotions. Maybe they feel like this is something that you guys are going to be able to laugh about later. All right, kind of interesting messages coming through here. Let's see what else is holding them back. But, for some of you, you need more than that is kind of what I'm getting. But I do think you have strong feelings for this person. But I am also getting, like, you have strong feelings, but I think this person with the 10 of Cups in reverse is taking things lighter, like more in the 9 of Cups energy, which is like having a good time, dating, hooking up, but not really taking it to the next level. So just be aware of that. Make sure you're on the same page. This person may act this way because they have trust issues. Now, those trust issues could be with you, Aries, because of something that's happened in the relationship. But for a lot of you, it's just stuff that's built up from other relationships. And yeah, see, I do get this, and this is a big warning because I see my Aries like you were or are putting more into this connection. And they have a fear of commitment, and that's why they keep things physical with this sex only card. So they either you or your partner only want that. And, I kind of feel like that's kind of the energy that they're in. I feel like this person doesn't want a long-term relationship, and most likely because they're scared to get emotionally invested. That's what I'm getting. And I think some of my Aries, you're really waking up to that. Or not some, I think a lot of my Aries are waking up to it. All right. So I'm in a much better headspace now, so they're starting to feel better. And maybe after this ending, maybe after a time of reflection, and maybe we're just too different. Yeah, these are some really tough love messages here, Aries. I don't think you're on the same page. I do think if this person owes you money, though, I do think that they're going to be paying you back. But I also think they know they didn't really act right, that you weren't on the same page, and they should have been open with you about that earlier. All right, so I'm sending you so much peace and ease and love and light, Aries, at this time. All right, so their next actions towards you, 2 of Wands, making a decision, 6 of Wands. Okay, and we see the 6 of Swords energy in reverse. This person might be coming back around. There may be communication coming in is what I'm seeing. 6 of Wands, 2 of Wands, 8 of Wands. But I'd be careful because I kind of feel like the connection is just going to stay physical for a lot of you. They might reinforce that. They might even tell you that, but just be aware because I do kind of feel like my Aries have been a bit more emotionally invested with that King of Cups coming through. So, if you know you're more emotionally invested or you want something different than this person does, listen to what they tell you. Listen to what they're telling you about what they want from you. And because for some of you it is only sex. It is only something light, carefree. So yeah, Spirit's advice, Aries, is to honor yourself. Recognize the hard work you've put into where you are today. Instead of thinking how far you still have to go, remind yourself of all that you've accomplished and be proud. Okay, so just honor yourself, hold yourself in high regard. You know what you want, you need, and you deserve. All right, Aries, I'm going to leave it here, sending you love and light. Take care.